Hi guys, Aaron here and welcome to the workshop. Today I've been just doing some cooking, so a couple of chains over there. And this week I want to address some of the questions that I recently got in the comment section. So first of them, and for some reason this question has appeared many times recently, and it's regarding triathlon. Now, should I be getting into triathlon, or am I planning to get into triathlon? Well, the short answer will be no. But to be perfectly honest, roughly 2 years ago when I was starting into cycling, I was looking into triathlon as well. I have to admit that as a sport it has been, well, it's growing steadily, it's very popular. And that part of the reason for that is because it's kind of available to everyone. I think people from all kinds of fitness levels, from 16-hour triathletes to 8-hour triathletes, Ironman distances, I mean, they all start there. But generally, if you look at me, I think I would have a good body type and a good power profile on the bike to be a successful triathlete. And at some point I was considering that. As I said, 2 years ago I had my first real time trail bike set up pretty much in a triathlon position and with all the triathlon accessories, so I was kind of prepared to do that because, well, I didn't know if I could be a good cyclist. And then, well, I don't want to be rude or anything, but, well, if you're a good cyclist, you probably will never get into triathlon or something like that. So that was my plan. But then, basically, after the first running and swimming training, I had to, well, pull out of it because, to be honest, I could never enjoy training for running and swimming or some other stuff as much as I do enjoy cycling. So that's probably the main reason. And if I think about it a little bit more nowadays, then, you know, the main point of doing 3 sports at once. First of all, I'm quite busy as I am, so I really want to be quite focused in terms of my training. And with cycling it's pretty easy because, well, it's just one sport. And then the whole idea of the competition. Okay, I do like the fact that you can't draft, you're one for yourself basically, no tactics, it's just what you can do. And that's very nice about that. I like that it's endurance based. But, you know, the idea of, well, having to back off on the bike a little bit so I can run afterwards, and same for the swimming, to back off a little bit from the swim because then I have to ride and run afterwards. That's I don't know, that's just a bit weird. If I'm on a bike, racing a bike, then I want to go as hard as I can, and if I want the result to only hinge on me, then I will do cyclocross or time trialing, and that's all. So yeah, these are my main concerns with triathlon. However, if we look at the tech, triathletes use a lot of stuff that I use, and consequently all of my customers are triathletes. And I heard people saying that, oh, you know, a road race is so easy, you just sit in a bunch all day and then kick it out in a sprint. The truth is, most of these triathletes, if you put them in not even a high-end road race or an elite level road race, just put them in any kind of road race, they get dropped after the first 1 or 2 or couple of attacks. Because, well, even though it might appear easy, the truth is that in a triathlon, if you are not going for the win, if you are not going for the prize money and the big records, then it's easy, because even though it's very long, you have to have the endurance, but you go as hard as you allow yourself to, and you go as hard as you want to. So you can finish an Ironman in 8 hours, you can finish an Ironman in 15 hours. It depends just on you, and your chances are equal. Whereas if you're in a road race, you have to go as hard as the bunch forces you to, unless you want to get dropped. And if you do get dropped, if you get dropped at kilometer 1, then that's it. You're not competing anymore. You're just in the gruppetto, you know. So yeah, this is the main difference. Of course, if you are the strongest rider in the bunch, even then it can be quite hard sometimes. If I compare my time trial results to my other people, then in some races I can state that, yeah, perhaps I'm the strongest or the fastest person in the bunch, but it still hurts. It hurts like, ah, fuck, yes. So yeah, it might seem easy, it's not. Then you have tactics, you have teams playing against you, you have breakaways, you have different kinds of finishes, and it's just not that simple and easy as it might seem. So yeah, back to triathlon, to sum it up, or duathlon, any multi-sport thing. For now, cycling is the only sport I can truly enjoy. I like the tech about it, I like the atmosphere, I like road racing, I like cyclocross, I love time trialing. And there are plenty of events to go through during the season, so for now it might change in the future, I can't predict that. 10 years ago I was a motocrosser, which has exactly nothing to do with cycling, but here we are. So as it stands right now, no, I'm not getting into triathlon, but I can't say that I never will. Okay, so this was my little reflection about the topic. This week I'm planning to do a lot more content than in the previous weeks. Luckily today I finished my bachelor's thesis and submitted it, so I will have some more time to put out some content for you guys. So if you'd like to see that, don't forget to tune into the channel and subscribe. It's off today, thanks for watching, and see you next time.